Hey everyone, it's Anik again. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update for my Pan That Palette series using the Soft Glam palettes, a well-loved and used palette as you can see. I'm pretty excited because I have quite a bit of progress this time around. And if you'd like to see what that looks like, just keep watching. Alright, so before we take a look at what the palette looks like now, let's go ahead and see what it looked like at the start of this project. And then as we've had a few updates already. This is what the palette looks like now. As you can see, I said previously I was going to take a break from Dusty Rose, and it is fully panned, which is pretty exciting. It really helped that in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project, I had the blue, actually the blue that I'm wearing right now, that it paired really well with, and it kind of created like this purple transition effect, which is really pretty and I really enjoyed. So I was able to actually completely pan it. I know I said I was going to take a break from it, but that was an unexpected surprise, and I'm actually glad that it's gone because it really frustrated me in February. So she is gone. As you can see, there is a bigger pan here in Orange Soda. It was a little bit smaller last time. Tiny little bit of progress here in Rose Pink. And my goal was to hit pan in Sienna, and there is the pan in Sienna. Super exciting. And then here we have a Mulberry, which was another one that I had set goals for myself for. My goal was to get half of that pan panned, but I think I did pretty well. So the pan up here at the top of Mulberry is pretty thin, so I feel like in the next couple of months I might be able to get the majority of it panned, if not all of it panned, which is pretty exciting. And as you can see right here, Noir I still keep chiseling away at. Most of the time I use it as a liner. I've used it a couple of times on my outer corners, but it's pretty much my go-to for liners now. I might put a hold on Noir and just kind of focus on Cypress Umber. You can see there is a decent dip happening there, which is really exciting because those two were the shades I was really worried about at the start of this project because they are so pigmented and they had very little progress on them. Noir had a little bit more progress, but Cypress Umber, I think I barely touched it when I first got this palette. The shades I'm a little worried about now are Bronze, because I have used it a few times. I'm not a big fan of the texture. I think it's one of their more like glitter shadows. I went to look at the information on the back. I haven't had that in years. But I feel like that's more of their glitter shadow. So the texture is a little bit different. Not a big fan of it. I tried to use it as a liner a couple times. It did not work out the way that I thought it would. And Rustic, just because I haven't been reaching for Rustic as much as I thought that I would. So I'm a little bit nervous about those two shades. Fairy, I don't reach for it as often, but I still reach for it from time to time. So while there's not a lot of progress that's been happening with Fairy, I feel like by the time we get to the end of this project, I will have a good amount of progress there. But as of right now, I'm still kind of obsessed with glistening. So that is the progress that I made in March. For April, I think I want to put a hold on Noir as a liner, like I said before, and focus more on Cypress Umber as a liner, just to see if I can hit pan by the end of the month. Even if it's just like a tiny little bit of pan, that would be really exciting for me. Mulberry I feel is still a really good spring color because you can kind of use it a few different ways. So I think I want to continue to widen that pan up a lot, and maybe I might be able to completely pan Orange Soda, which would be really exciting. Like I said, I am still a little nervous with Rustic and Bronze. That's where my worries have transitioned to. So I might spend some time figuring out how I want to use those two shades and how I want to incorporate them in some of my looks. But yeah, I'm pretty excited excited about this progress. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch those shades that I want to focus on just so you can see what they look like. Again, that is orange, so that is a bad swatch. That is what it looks like on the skin. Very good shade for transitions. Small berry. It is one of those shades that I never thought I'd really use for spring, but mulberry, very pretty. And then cypress umber. Oh my god. The swatches just got bigger and bigger. But yeah, I think as a liner, that would be really pretty. A little bit darker than what I thought originally I was going to be using during spring, but I did already use Dusty Rose and Burnt Orange, which were really nice shades that I remember reaching for in the spring last year. Orange Soda is still there, so we still have some springy colors, and then Rose Pink I think would be really pretty for spring as well. So that is my short and sweet update for the Pan That Palette series with the Soft Glam palette. I'm really excited about some of the progress that I've made. It's been pretty easy, not as frustrating as I thought it would be so far, like fingers crossed it stays this way, but I'm really pleased with the amount of progress I've been able to make for this palette, and I'm really excited to see what kind of progress the next update will bring. But yeah, it's coming along, guys. I am excited to see Pan in like all of these shades, and I will be incredibly happy when that day comes. But until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.